Hi YouTube. I'm trying to like find a good thumbnail to where it doesn't show you, but it shows you like that's my camera, like that's my phone, and then that's the tripod. That's my laptop. But anyways, welcome back. This is the 6th day of Kwanzaa, or technically this is being uploaded on the 7th day. But I am still uploading the video for the 6th day, which is Kuumba, which means like creativity. And the description for today is to do always as much as we can and the way we can in order to leave our community more beautiful and beneficial than we inherited it. And today, like I showed you a second ago, there's not really a good angle to show this without showing y'all like that's my water jug. But yeah, today I chose Secondhand Smoke by Bayadir Mohmed-Osman. I apologize for my American accent, but Bayadir is a Black Sudanese Muslim spoken word artist and like published poet. This is self-published debut author. I cannot like speak enough praises towards this book. I know poetry isn't really discussed that often on BookTube. I feel like it's discussed a little bit on Bookstagram, but I hope to bring poetry more to the forefront this year. Also, Bayadir has like a little what is this called, like blurb about her in the back of the book. And yesterday we discussed, by the way, Njeri has hosted this Reflectathon, and every day this week Njeri has had like a live has gone live on YouTube and discussed the different Kwanzaa principles with like a guest host. And yeah, so yesterday we were discussing how cover artists and also narrators are not like praised enough here on BookTube, and I want to be better about that. And I discussed that in my channel goals and reading like bookish goals in a video that I'll be posting later on in the week. Anyways, so the cover artist for this is Swar. That is their like logo, and there's beautiful, beautiful art throughout. I don't want to show y'all everything. Let me go to the one that I really like. I think it's this one. Where's the, oh, I do like this too. I don't know if y'all can see, but it shows like the poem is called like Lost in Translation. It's like mental illness, and then like the translation is just like being possessed, and then it's like sexual assault, and then there's like no words to even translate for that. Or trauma, and then that just being translated as like growing pains. The one where she had said, my father is a freedom fighter, and that's not a metaphor. This, wow. Beautiful, right? And I just think the artist or illustrator did amazing, simply because like, how can you make ink art look so good, like look so detailed and so like emotional, you know? But to speak more on the book, actually, one second. I feel like her poetry really expresses Kuumba, or creativity, because of that last part, like in order to leave our community more beautiful and beneficial than we inherited it. Because, so I'll probably link a video where she is being interviewed and like discussing her story as well. So she came to the US as a refugee, and like her poems and like the way that she expresses both her pain and passion is, yes, beautiful, and also just like I took notes. So I said it feels like a love letter because of the hope and frustration and the care put into the writing, and the order of the poem. So like what she chose as her first, second, and third poem, and her last poem felt very deliberate and intentional. And it felt like the perfect match of like pain and passion, like just an overdrive, but not like in a way that it feels like, you know, like trauma porn or anything like that. Just in a way that it feels just like really like raw and real. And I really enjoyed all the themes. Like for this to be such a short like collection of poems, like she touches on so many different themes, and I wrote down those themes here. So I feel like she explores family, generational trauma, religion, identity, war, political uprisings, racism, xenophobia, Islamophobia, injustice, names, especially in like the power and significance of naming, freedom, hope, and empowerment. And I'm not going to read a whole poem because I feel like she does it a lot better, obviously, because she is the spoken word artist. But I loved the poem, or the first two that I loved was a poem called Breakup, where she discussed her eating disorder. That was really good. And I enjoyed the poem called Horror Movie. And if you follow, I'll leave her Instagram in the description below as well. And if you follow her Instagram, I'm pretty sure she like performs Horror Movie in one of her like IG videos. And lastly, these similes for Sudan, that, wow, like so obviously, or maybe not obviously if you don't know me and you're new to this channel, but I like have come from a very like American experience and like view things in a very like American way. Like I was raised in a military family, and just like middle class, like Black American, but this was such just a drag really for Sudan's government and how corrupt it is. And it like I could relate to it because like obviously like the policing systems here and carceral system here isn't great either, to say the least. And so where she was like, how many more metaphors do I need to tell you my home is drowning, and we do not just need a new captain, but a whole new ship. Bashir is no longer president. I mean president. I was like, oh, like the drags. Doesn't matter what we call the corrupt. Janjaweed or Rapid Support Force or Transitional Military Council or U.S. military, U.S. Army, U.S., all like Congress. Like it doesn't matter what we call the corrupt. There isn't enough seawater to cleanse their bloody hands. I was like, period. Like there is not. A ship cannot sail on top dead bodies. I was like, oh, like shivers. I read it too fast here, but like reading it whenever I was like sitting down and actually like reading through the poems, I was like, ooh, points were made, like shots were fired. Maybe I shouldn't have said that. But it was just really good overall, and I thoroughly enjoyed this, and I felt like this fit perfectly for today's principle. So yeah, I am looking for more poetry collections or poetry books to read in the new year. By the way, Happy New Year. So if you have any suggestions for poets who I should be reading, go ahead and put that in the comments below. Or even if they don't have like books out, if I used to be really involved in like watching spoken word poetry on YouTube. So if you have some like poets who you follow on YouTube or who you follow on Instagram, I would appreciate you linking them in the comments below as well. Besides that, I hope you are having a wonderful day, and again, Happy New Year. All right, have a good one. Bye.